Hello everyone, welcome to today's class session. Today we will be discussing compound sentences and I'm your tutor Muhammad Bashir Ishola. So let's go. In this lesson we will be looking at what compound sentences are with examples. We will also examine the coordinating conjunctions used in forming them. At the end of this lesson you should be able to define a compound sentence and give appropriate examples. I hope you enjoyed. So let's go. So what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence is a sentence with two equal parts, each having its own verb. Each part of the sentence is capable of existing independently when split because of the quality of the two parts coordinated by additive or contrastive conjunctions. In other words, a compound sentence is a sentence with at least two independent clauses joined by a conjunction. It doesn't contain a dependent clause and can also be joined by a semicolon. Now, let me quickly add here that though there are instances where dependent clauses also can exist in compound sentences, but in this lesson we will be looking at the ones that have independent clauses. Let's look at these examples. I like fried plantain. Deola likes pancakes. I like fried plantains and Deola likes pancakes. Now the first part of the sentence shows two different sentences. I like fried plantain. Deola likes pancakes. Two independent sentences. Now the introduction of a conjunction and links both sentences and makes it a single sentence and still makes perfect sense. I like fried plantain and Deola likes pancakes. Perfect, right? Let's take a look at the next example. My car broke down. I arrived late. An introduction of a semicolon in this sentence will make us have this compound sentence in the structure. My car broke down. I arrived late. My car broke down. I arrived late. So you can see that two independent sentences, when introduced to a conjunction or a semicolon, as we will continue to highlight and further, gives us a compound sentence. Now let's look at how they are formed. The first is by joining compound sentences with coordinating conjunctions. Here, two independent clauses are joined by a coordinating conjunction. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions, namely for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Never mind memorizing them, you can easily remember them using the fanboys acronym. The most commonly used of the 7 are and, but, and, or, in that order. In most cases, a comma comes before the coordinating conjunction except when the clauses are short. Now let's take a look at these conjunctions one after the other as they are used in examples. And Mombasa is in Kenya and Zanzibar is in Tanzania. Mombasa is in Kenya and Zanzibar is in Tanzania. There was a loud noise and the market people dispersed. Now, if we go back to the previous definition we gave, we said they are independent. They are independent sentences that can stand on their own. So if we decide to split these sentences, we realize that they can stand on their own. Mombasa is in Kenya. Zanzibar is in Tanzania. They are two independent sentences. There was a loud noise. Full stop. It is a sentence. Makes perfect sense. The market people dispersed. It is a sentence that makes complete sense. But an addition of and linking both sentences together gives us a compound sentence and still preserves the meaning of the sentence. I hope we get it. Let's move on. But. Let's look at an example with but. The dog ran fast but couldn't catch the cat. I searched everywhere but couldn't find my keys. Let's look at or. Will Joy accompany you, or will Chidinma accompany you? Will Joy accompany you, or will Chidinma accompany you? Split this sentence into two and it will make perfect sense. Will Joy accompany you? Will Chidinma accompany you? I hope we're together. Next is nor. Let's look at this example. I never said I'd be attending, nor did I say I won't be attending. I never said I'll be attending, nor did I say I won't be attending. Let's move further. For. Let's look at an example under for. Coordinating conjunctions. We're still looking at coordinating conjunctions. He felt cold, for it was snowing. He felt cold, for it was snowing. Yet, it has a contrast between the clauses. It is quite similar to but. It is quite similar to but not but. Let's look at this example. He is respectful, yet wayward. He is respectful, yet wayward. Like the definition says, it has a contrast between the clauses. Like it's talking about two sides of the clause. So he's respectful, yet wayward. Their family is known for farming, yet they complain of hunger. Their family is known for farming, yet they complain of hunger. So, which is the last of them, this is used when the first clause is the reason for the second clause. When the first clause is the reason for the second clause, as shown in this example. He was feeling sick, so he went to the doctor. He was feeling sick, so he went to the doctor. If he wasn't sick, he would have gone to the doctor. So that is telling us that one is dependent on the other. One gives reason for the other to exist. He was feeling sick. He can stand on his own. He went to the doctor. He can also stand on his own. We are taking compound sentences, remember. Two sides of the sentence can stand independently, but coordinating conjunction is binding them together to form a compound sentence and still make perfect sense. I hope we're together. Now, another way is by joining compound sentences with semicolon. We've given this example in the opening, in the introductory example. However, let's look at this. Occasionally, we join independent clauses with a semicolon. As illustrated in these examples below, he studied very little. He failed his exam. He studied very little. He failed his exam. The sky is cloudy. It's going to rain. Ram cut the grass. Ati trimmed the hedge. Tara watched. Ram cut the grass. Ati trimmed the hedge. Tara watched. Okay. Another way of forming compound sentences is when they are with conjunctive adverbs. We can also join independent clauses with words and phrases like moreover, however, at least, which are conjunctive adverbs. In this case, the conjunctive adverb must be preceded by a semicolon and followed by a comma. Let's look at the examples. Frantic is my favorite film. However, I've only seen it once. He turned himself in to the police. Otherwise, they would have arrested him. He's got a really good job. At least, that's what he says. He claimed he was working last night. However, nobody saw him at the office. So summarily, a compound sentence is a sentence with at least two independent clauses joined by a conjunction. Remember, we said you can remember these conjunctions by knowing the fanboys acronym. They are also joined by a comma and a semicolon. We also looked at how conjunctive adverbs like otherwise, however, etc. can also be used to join compound sentences. I hope you have learned how to identify and form compound sentences. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment sections or send us an email. Do take the exercises. I'll be looking forward to your responses, and have a lovely day. Bye.